What up, family? Ghetto News Supporting Mary Dads between the Mary. Today is April the 2nd. Freaking Friday in my city, Chicago. Or Fabulous Friday, whatever you want to call it. I'm at my trap building, chilling, as always, by myself, talking to myself and you, doing through this here, modern day technology. You understand what I'm saying? Call a tablet or the internet. I was just thinking, like I always do, that's all I do, I think. Thank God I still got a brain, you understand? Because most people follow trends. I follow dreams, aspirations, and, sometimes I'll follow a trend a little bit, just to show motherfuckers I could be that if I want to be, you know. I watched the movie Game Related last night with Tupac, and it was a dirty cop. He was playing a dirty cop. Him and his, white guy, James Belushi, part of the Blues Brothers. It was John Belushi. He was the real good one that I really liked, but he's supposed to have died. But James Belushi and Tupac got together in Game Related, the movie, and they played, crooked cops. But Tupac, he really wasn't a crooked cop like, James Belushi character or whatever, and, they had killed an undercover cop and they just thought he was a drug dealer. I think Kumo D played him. And, they had to try to frame somebody to make up for the mistake they made. It wasn't a mistake, it was a murder. You understand what I'm saying? And they was in a whole lot of, underworld mob type, behaviors. And they supposed to be the police. And they doing more crime than the police, right? Man, you gotta watch the movie. I laugh because it coincides with my real life. And I feel as though, a lot of people based that movie, Game Related, off my life, because Tupac supposed to have died in 1996. I tried saving him in 1995, and to this day I still believe he's alive because he came up with Machiavelli or whatever. Now, some people take your kindness for weakness, and then some people take it as a blessing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, damn, thank God, I had somebody looking out for me. But then some people think my higher power is crazy, stupid, or, don't know what's going on. But if I can figure it out, my higher power knows, right? So, I was watching the movie. I hadn't seen it in a while and stuff. And they said it came out in 1997. That was supposed to be Tupac's last movie or whatever and stuff. Now, I don't know if it was 96 or 97 that it came out. Either way, I feel as though somebody's trying to format it or make it parallel with my real life story, me being the originator of rap. I know that's controversial because I also was watching, Vlad TV with ML-MACK, the person that came out with the message, and they said that's the number one so-called real rap, there was the message, and the message basically talks about, a person growing up with no guidance, ending up in prison, getting raped and dying, and, a lady on Social Security, and, shit, it's just crazy. It's a bad ending. So how can something bad be good? And number one, where my raps, conscious raps, for real, early on, basically rolled the red carpet out for one-hit wonders like Melly Mel and the Messes. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe they had a couple of songs, but, they had to come back out when I was going down in 2016. You understand what I'm saying? They came out, in 2017 with the Message again or whatever the case was and stuff, and, was able to make up for the money they didn't make when, rap and hip hop was first coming to fruition. You see, on a come up, you don't make a lot of money because people don't know how far it's going to go, right? And then millenniums, they make all the money. Why? Because, I set the stage and I made it happen, and the people gravitated and, of course, lied and said they was the original when they were not. You understand what I'm saying? So I said all that to say this. In the movie Game Related, this white guy was a homeless person, and they was trying to find somebody to pin it on. They kept grabbing gangbangers and hustlers, and they kept coming up with alibis. So they found the bum, who was a drunk, a white guy. And, they had a stripper, working with him and stuff. And the stripper knew the bum. She would tell him to get out the street before, he get hit by a car or whatever. He'd be all drunk, laid out, right? Now, in the credits of Game Related, you see the name Regina Lee. I went by Lee when I was, growing up in the streets or whatever, because that's my name, Mary Lee, Dash 20 Mary Lee, ghetto news reporter and originator rap. And towards the end of my life, selling general merchandise and being a part of society, if that's what you want to call it, before I got railroaded May 31st, 2008 for so-called disarming a police officer, something I did not do, on Devon and Clark, you understand what I'm saying, up north of my city, Chicago. I knew this one girl by the name of Regina, and they called her Champagne. You understand what I'm saying? Now, at the time, I didn't know people was implementing my raps, because they know you better than you know yourself. And if you working hard and you got a whole lot of stuff to do, and you're the only one putting in the work, and it's you against the world, like Tupac said, you kind of lose focus of even what's going on with yourself. You understand what I'm saying? But they know how to play it. Now, I didn't know the credits had Regina Lee in it until last night. And the girl that I knew, she was a so-called stripper named Regina, a.k.a. Champagne. You understand what I'm saying? But subconsciously, when she walked in the party called The Taste in my city, Chicago, on 64th and Low, you understand what I'm saying? That is not up because they have, they messed that party up with all that fuckery or whatever and stuff. And everybody knows she was a stripper, but they said she was underage also, but who let her through the door? You understand what I'm saying? But I used to go to that party all the time, and I knew all the new faces, and it was like family or whatever. But when she walked in, I knew she was trouble. So I gravitated towards her to see what was going on. And sometimes you got to lose to win and even dirty up yourself. But if you can get yourself up out of it, that's the blessing, right? But because I got myself out the stuff she did to me, trying to dirty up my name, for real, and make it seem like that girl was nasty as fuck, let's put it like that. The Color Purple called it that nasty girl's disease or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And I had to dirty up my ex-girlfriend, Wanda Joy Jacobs, and my so-called friend, Dwayne and shit, because I knew, he could, and I took, Regina, a.k.a. Champagne, to the clinic or whatever, and she lied all the way to the clinic. Oh, no, I didn't give you nothing. And I'm like, girl, stop lying. What the fuck was it and shit? And so I had to take my ex-girlfriend also. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And of course, Dwayne, he pretty much frequent the clinic. So I knew he knew what to do, right? You understand what I'm saying? So, I have to tell you this because something was planted in my head to gravitate towards her. See, I'm very observant. I'm not the police. But this is the stuff that the police supposed to be doing. And if I could figure it out, you understand what I'm saying? Why am I still going through shit? I know this video is all over the place. The point I'm trying to make is, it costs to be the boss, and sometimes you got to take a loss. So the Daily Bread says the cost, and you can read it for yourself. But it says, Mary looking to the heavens as she cradles her son's still form, rising behind Mary, the upright beam of the cross carries these words from Dante's Paradise. And it's a quote. There they don't think of how much blood it costs. Michelangelo's point was profound. When we contemplate the death of Jesus, we must consider the price he paid. Now, read it for yourself, the Daily Bread, April the 2nd, Friday, 2021. See, it costs the be the boss. You understand what I'm saying? And I've taken a lot of losses, and I've, made a lot of avenues for people, and people tend to take my kindness for weakness, as if I owe them something. I know they stole my eggs or whatever the case is and stuff, and probably got them placed in somebody else or whatever. Because when I was homeless, they took advantage of me and stuff. Real talk. I hate to think about everything I've gone through because it just makes me upset. But John chapter 19, read it for yourself. If Tupac is still alive, you wouldn't have the stuff that you have. And the rappers, look at Mel's interview with Vlad TV when he got, a blue scarf hanging out his head or whatever and stuff. And, think about slavery and then the advancement that has been made. You understand what I'm saying? To the point where you got cars, telephones, whatever you want. And then go backwards. And then tell yourself or ask yourself, which one would you want? You understand what I'm saying? You want to be picking cotton with no shoes on and some tattered rags in the sun? You understand what I'm saying? From can't see day to can't see night? Or would you rather have the comfort of even this trap building that you in? You understand what I'm saying? Which is a whole lot better than sleeping in the field or dying in the fields or whatever. See, eventually you got to get out the streets and grow the fuck up. Now, I know y'all wanted to come up, the ones who missed y'all turn or whatever and stuff, and you felt some way about the millenniums, making a lot of money or whatever and stuff. I understand. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, I haven't had a new car, a day at the spa, and I don't owe you shit. You understand what I'm saying? But I asked what the real fucking told. Now, for Mel, his message, you understand what I'm saying? They said that's number one, death. But I try to give you life. I said roll out the red carpet, bust out the champagne. Now, I ain't even know Regina, a.k.a. Champagne, the stripper, when I wrote that. You understand what I'm saying? You see where this is going? So they was using my words against me or whatever. So I try to give you life. I said, roll out the red carpet, bust out the champagne. But none for me, because I don't drink. You understand what I'm saying? But the part that's really, the rap that I really like is when you wake up in the morning and the sky's still blue. Open up your windows to smell the morning dew. Listen to the birds go tweedly too. Just be thankful for what God has given you. See, that there alone is a blessing, because a lot of people don't wake up. And then the rap goes on and on. If you got my book, Rhymes, Poems, Metaphors Plus One Song, you know I ain't lying. You probably know my raps better than myself. I would like, my song time and time again back so I can study it and, sing it for Easter in this room. You think you could do that for me? If not, I'm going to see if my higher power could take y'all way back. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. To nothing. Because they already taking rap out of these stores. At Target, the only rap left on CD is Marshall Bruce Matters, Music to Murder By or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? You see where this is going? Now, check this out. This is for Melly Mel. That's 23. That's on my mama. Now, if my mama died March the 23rd, 2000, for me to tell this story, this real stuff, this is Acts chapter 23. It say 22 and 23, but it's only 23 right there. You understand what I'm saying? It costs to be the boss for a reason. Now, it says Paul before the Sanhedrin or whatever. And then it said the plot to kill Paul. It's a long reading. It's on page 1118. If you got this Bible right here. And I'll put the link in the description. I don't know what it's going to say, but nothing happens in this world by mistake, and numbers don't lie. I'm the originator of rap ever since the age of 8 in 1975. 1973, I'm really the originator of rap when I stood up for myself against child abuse, victims, people such as myself that had been abused or whatever. That was a form of speech because I wasn't talking back then. I was just allowing motherfuckers to whoop my ass. Them days are over. With that, this has been on this Porter Man Dash 20 Mary Lee. Peace.